Hold it, hold it. And we are back. Welcome back to another episode slash video of the ONJ podcast. I'm your co-host, Jeremiah.
I'm your co-host Orlando.
All right, this is post Orlando Magic versus Golden State Warriors in Orlando. Orlando gets the win at home, 121 to 113. Great win against a fully healthy Warrior squad. Um, I mean, who you got? Who's your player of the game?
How about you go first? Who's
Okay,
your player of the game? Let's switch it up today.
switch it up. I mean, it's a toss up. But just somebody that kind of stuck out to me was definitely Anthony Black. I mean, he was all over the floor. Um, and it's interesting, like watching him adjust to kind of this role, like because he's kind of like like he kind of shows that like what you are coming into the league, like what you are maybe in high school and college, you may not be that same type of player slash role once you get to the NBA, because I mean this guy is just better than you, and guys that may be better at your position than you. So for him, it seems like he's kind of adapted to that off guard role. I mean he can handle the ball as a point guard if need be, but seems like his best position, at the pro level is probably going to be like that off guard, two guard, essentially. But he was great. He was efficient from the floor, 8 of 13. Um, had 21 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, two steals. Yeah, I think he just played both sides of the ball really well. Finished with the highest plus minus on the whole team, plus 18. So I mean, he just had a tremendous game. And, against a tough squad, a team that's pretty much, been winners for a while now. And then for, this squad to get this win at home is pretty darn good.
Now, I'm interested to know. You said it was a toss-up. Who's the other player you had in mind?
I mean, I guess you could go France as well. I mean, I mean, it's hard to, go against France just with what he does on both ends of the floor as well. But I just think probably Black had the more efficient night. And I mean, he pretty much did what he did it on Black as well, did it on both ends of the floor. But I just think he did it in a more efficient manner on the offensive end.
Interesting. Interesting.
Who you got? Come on now.
My player, I was gonna say Anthony Black. Just because his efficiency was so good this game. He was all over the floor on the defensive end. Um, so I think you just gotta give it to him because you really seen him grow this season. At the beginning, he was still getting adjusted to, this new role of his, um, and trying to get better in the system and, understand how to play. And I think just his improvement is just we're 15 games in, but you could clearly see that improvement from game one to this game where he's really taking charge. Um, so I think you just gotta give it to him that eight of 13 efficiency. Probably the most efficient guy on this team today. A lot of the guys. There was a lot of times when I was yelling at my screen with some of the shots we took. Thankfully they didn't affect us as much. For the rest of the guys, I know late on in the fourth, um, France just kept driving. And he missed quite a few shots back to back to back trying to drive. He he went and he drove on Draymond Green, and Draymond blocked him, and I was like, okay, like let's cool it, calm down. But Anthony Black really had a leveled head throughout the game, so I gotta give it up to him.
I don't know. France kind of reminds me of Giannis sometimes. Like to be honest, I'm not saying that. What I mean, of course they're built way different, but I think the conversation coming up around Giannis was always, oh my gosh, if he gets a jump shot, what if he gets a jump shot? Now Giannis is like what I mean, hitting, like turn around, fadeaways for game winners and stuff like that, right? I'm just saying, I think France can shoot. Like, of course he can shoot, but I think if he has a consistent outside shot, I mean, his game would go to the next level because he already has the slashing, right? Like he already, what I mean, he already does the like the part that like the hard part, what I mean, essentially, right? Of like getting to the basket and all that. Like he's kind of pretty much good at that. I don't want to say he's mastered it because he can get better, but he excels at that already. So I think once his outside shot matches up with his slashing ability, yeah, it's gonna be real tough to beat. But I'm loving. I mean, we both said Anthony Black. I'm loving the maturity. For a third year player. Essentially he has 2 seasons under his belt, and with the 15 games that they played so far this year, like he's shown some real maturity this year, and I mean he's playing beyond his years. He's looking like a vet out there. Like to be honest, like it's hard to like watch him play and say like like this kid's like a third year player. Like he was just drafted 2 years ago. Like that's why I don't know. I don't really see that off my eyes. Like he has like a veteran presence to his game. Like he doesn't, I mean, he doesn't do nothing too wild. Like he's always in control. He's a good pro. He's a pro for sure.
Um, just to add to that, I also wanna, we gotta give a shout out to Tristan da Silva. They threw him in that starting lineup with Pablo being gone, and I think he was also very efficient tonight. 6 of 13. He's always taking some of these smart shots. Sometimes you kind of forget he's the second year player.
Hmm.
You really forget that because of his maturity. Now he is an older player. I think he's
Right.
24, same age as Wagner, but his maturity, he really understands the game there too.
No, for sure. Yeah, I like him. It's a floor stretcher. What I mean, because space the floor, 3 of 7 from three, which is, I mean, you love that. From that position, over 40%. From the 3 point line from a big. I mean, what more could you ask from that? Uh, yeah, I mean, I think it was a very, I think, just overall watching it, like it was a very overall balanced attack. Like it was a full team effort out there. What I mean? Like I think everybody did their part. Um, and you've got to feel good about this when the two best players on the other team go off as expected, right? You know what I mean? Like we got to talk about the Warriors a little bit. Jimmy Butler, goes off for 33. He was so efficient the whole night, incredibly efficient. And then Steph Curry, Steph Curry does what Steph Curry does, right? That 34 points, right? So Jimmy and Steph go off for 34. And I mean you kind of know that they're gonna go off, but you just gotta, you know, continue to attack them as a team, which is what they did. And and make sure that nobody else, goes off for 20 or 30 or what I mean, like nobody else has a surprise night. I think, I mean, you do the best you can with, two great players like that. Like they're going to get their numbers. But I mean, the rest of the team really didn't really, have that much offensively for them. But I mean, yeah, that's all due to the Magic, though. I mean, they did what they had to do, protect their home turf.
Yeah, so the two players were Curry and Butler did their thing really. Um, Curry's 3-point shooting, 7 of 15, is really what I think kept the Warriors in this game a lot of times. Where I was at the edge of my seat once Curry got the ball because we know early on he shot like a what, like a 3-pointer straight from the logo, and I was like, oh,
Oh, did you
it's
see
gonna be
that?
one of those. It's gonna be one of those nights. Like we're gonna be screwed if he keeps shooting threes from the logo like this. Like we're not in 2K. Like he's literally a cheat code some games.
Like,
So
bro,
yeah, he's a cheat code sometimes.
like I think he had 22 points. I think he had 22 and 6 assists in the first half. First half alone, like that's those numbers are good enough for like a whole game. You know what I mean? Like he had that in a half. Um, but yeah, that shot was beautiful. I think it was the shot before halftime. Yeah, that was a beautiful jump. I mean, it the can you guess how old he is though?
He like 36, 37.
Yeah, well, the second one. Yeah,
37? Yeah.
37. So it's like he's 37 years old, and then for him to still be playing like this, at that age. But more importantly, though, if you like watch him, especially today, I mean, like, well, you watch him every game, like what he does every game. The way he's still able to run around the whole court on the offensive end, you know what I mean, to get open. You know what I mean? Like to be in that type of shape, to be able to get himself open for these wide open shots, and still be able to perform at this type of level. I mean, he's having a great year. But no, I mean they I think the Magic did what they had to do. I think the people that perform, they were expected to perform, and Jimmy and Steph, and I mean, there was really nobody else after that, and the Magic did what they have to do, and the Magic beat them as a team offensively as well.
Yeah, Jimmy, 33 points, 10 of 16. He made sure he got those free throws. 13 out of 15 free throws.
He
To
still
the
going to make
point
sure he gets his
where
free throws.
our defense got a little aggressive with Jimmy Butler and a little cocky, where we found moments in the game at the end where we had a little back and forth between Suggs and Jimmy. I think Wendell Carter got involved in there too, maybe Draymond. It's kind of nice to see that little competitiveness. I think Bane also might have you. We all know how Bane is, so he also another one. So it's kind of nice to see that competitive edge and that trash talking between these two teams. I kind of like that.
And we haven't talked about Bane at all. We didn't bring up Bane once. Jeez.
Bane's did good. Bane's did his thing. Suggs did his thing. Suggs had that crazy block at the end of the game, the fourth, that kind of secure a victory. Um,
Mhm.
he, I feel like he had a mission in the fourth to like really, really go after Butler because every time he would like mess Butler's shot up or block his shot, he was
Yeah,
talking his stuff.
I like Suggs. Suggs got an attitude. He got like there's an edge to him. Yeah, I like Suggs' game. Jimmy's having an efficient year though. He's shooting 46% from three this year, which is, I think that's a career high. Now, I don't know if Steph is rubbing off on him, but um,
No,
he's having a very efficient year this year.
what you think?
He could
No,
really
no
have
Splash Bros?
what happened.
You saying no Splash Bros?
I don't know if he keeps it up. Yeah, I don't see why he can't have a 50-40-90. Well, I don't know. That would be tough. He's never shot 90% uh, from the free
Yeah.
throw line so career, but I mean, why not start now? I don't see why he can't have a 50-40-90 season. I mean, but nah, I mean, it's a great win though. It's an incredible win against a fully healthy Warrior squad. Um, I mean, I don't want to keep. I don't want
Shout out Wendell. I also got to give a shout out to Wendell because he played with efficiency.
for
Um,
sure.
so as much as I attack Wendell Carter sometimes, I know the first two episodes that we did the Magic, I was going off on him. Um, I also got to do the same when he plays well, and he really played well this game. He was efficient. He was playing his defense. He was playing like a true dominant big man, playing that defense, grabbing those rebounds, and I want to see more of that from Wendell. Even when he's playing against like dominant bigs, I want him to bring that same energy he brought today.
Sure. No, shout out to window for sure. Okay. Um, do you like how y'all look without Paolo? Uh, like, is it? I feel like I'm gonna keep asking this, but like,
You really are
I,
going to keep it.
I'm gonna keep asking this. Like, I don't know. I'm seeing. I mean, y'all. It just it looks different, but I mean, is this just a one time thing? Like, I mean, because the ball was moving today. I mean, it was an overall team effort. Everyone's involved. And I don't want to like push a Apollo agenda. You know what I mean? Like a trade Apollo agenda, like that. But I'm just saying it looks different. Just for me.
Plead the fifth, no comments. Um, it's
Oh
kind of
man.
I like how we're playing. I think we're playing very well. Um, I know yesterday we had I looked back at the game that we had against the Rockets. Um, we lost without Suggs. Um, but I think that was also we played a great game that game. At least
Mhm.
from what I saw. And we've been playing well. And what I keep thinking back is I know what you view is it Pablo? Is it Pablo? And I'm viewing is it did the coaching staff get it together and give everybody proper roles? Because I feel like
Mm.
now people are playing proper roles, like they understand their role. And also I feel like we're playing with more energy. We're playing defense like we used to play defense. At the beginning of the game, people kind of like at the beginning of the season, people didn't know their it felt like people didn't know their role. They didn't know what to do. They didn't know where to be. They weren't playing with energy. And I feel like now everybody has like a role or knows what they have to do, knows that we're a defensive first team and we should focus on that. Um, so I'd be interested to see if we continue that with Pablo. Um, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I like the dynamic also between, I mean, the backcourt between, Suggs and Bane. I think, you know, because I mean, this probably the most I've seen Bane, over an NBA season. Like, we've covered a couple Magic games, but like in terms of like, I didn't realize like how good Bane is on the ball in terms of like his ability to be able to like facilitate the offense. You know what I mean? Like he can initiate the offense. You know what I mean? Sometimes like he doesn't always have to be a two guard that's waiting to get a pass from the point guard to to get his scoring in. Like he can initiate himself. Make plays and pick a roll and do things that a point guard could do essentially. As a ball handler. So I think that's good. And Suggs also is somebody that doesn't really have to have the ball 24/7, every time, coming off the court. He could play off ball as well, and space the floor out as well. So, I mean, I think that's good as well. And then to have somebody like Anthony Black that could kind of play both of those positions coming off the bench, you know what I mean? Like he can be the point guard, but then he also could be an off guard as well. You know what I mean? Playing off as well. So, I mean, though that three-head monster at the guard position is, I think, could be pretty good. You know what I mean, moving forward as y'all continue to grow. Of course, it's still such a young team, but I mean, it's looking good though. I mean, it can like the pieces are there for sure. Like I don't really all y'all missing is Mo Wagner. Like that's really all y'all missing, which is wild to say, but like, no, I mean, but that's really all y'all need.
You mentioned the bench and us needing Mo Wagner. I think one of the things that we kind of suffered a lot in was consistency off the bench. And we had
Hmm.
Anthony Black and Tristan De Silva, but I feel like outside of those two teams, everybody else was inconsistent off the bench.
Right.
Um, but today, I have to give a quick shout out to Tyus Jones as well.
Yeah.
Um, 3 of 3, 2 of 2 from the 3-point line. The last few games he hasn't been shooting well. Um, I think I saw a little snippet saying that he was climbing up the ranks of like players who played minimum 5 minutes and scored 0 points. And I think he was like top 7 or something like that. Um,
Wow.
so he picked it up this game. He picked it up this game. And I'm interested to see if maybe we get that Tyus Jones that was on the Grizzlies that Tyus Jones that was on the Grizzlies that we wanted and we needed so much. Hopefully, he's getting a little bit more comfortable and we could get that Tyus Jones back.
Oh, for sure. I mean, stay ready so you don't gotta get ready, right? Like, I mean, wasn't really playing that much, but his name was called today, and he answered. Like you say, I saw him hit some two really good threes, and it was good just to see him, see the ball go in for him. You know what I mean? Like, hasn't really been playing that much. Maybe I don't know, maybe the role I thought that he would play coming into the season, he hasn't really come into fruition just yet. I mean, but still a long season, so I mean, who knows? But I mean, he shot the ball really well today, and and set the table for his teammates. 3 assists. So it's a great, great win. I mean, can't say that enough. Against a and once again against a healthy Warrior squad. I mean, show off that hat, yeah, please, because um, it's a healthy Warrior squad at that.
We
So
back.
gotta feel good. Gotta feel good about that. Got to. I mean, yeah, there's really nothing much else to say. Any last Orlando Magic State of the Union address? Um, any state of the fan base address?
We back. Play the song. Orlando Magic. Orlando Magic. Orlando Magic.
Oh man, I don't know. Is there any other topics? I don't think that's all.
No,
That's
that's something that just came up to me.
mm-hmm.
I just thought about it.
Okay.
Maybe I have to research. Where's Kuminga?
Whoa, great question. That's an incredible question, actually.
Because I was just
Mm,
thinking, who's the third who like the Warriors don't have like it's the Jimmy Butler Steph Curry show,
he's,
and I was trying to think like who
oh,
else is on that team that could help. I just realized Kuminga wasn't there.
yeah, that's what it was. That's who they were missing.
Yeah,
Well, I think he was injured. Yeah, they've been injured. Yeah, Jonathan Kuminga out ruled out with injury. Now, what the injury was, I don't
who knows? Maybe that's
know.
the missing piece that they're missing because there was nobody doing anything outside of Curry and Butler. So
Yeah, that sounds serious. What bilateral knee tendonitis? Yikes. Yeah.
well,
Um, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, because I knew like they were. Dang, I totally forgot about Kuminga. So I mean, they yeah, I knew they were missing because it seemed like they were just missing that third level, that third like production guy. And I mean, it was Kuminga. I mean, still great win overall though. Y'all didn't have Paolo. You know what I mean? And y'all
yeah,
still won essentially. So they didn't have Kuminga. So it's a great win. That's a great. I will
yeah.
say that.
Hopefully Kuminga coming back is kind of that missing piece. So it's not just the Butler Curry show. Um,
Yeah, yeah. Because I'm
and for
not
somebody
seeing when I look.
for somebody else on that team also though, maybe step up.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I think you just got to figure out who's going to provide that level of consistency. You know, is it going to be like is Moody going to take that next step? I know he just had what 34, 32 against the Pelicans. But I mean, but today he was 2 of 6. I mean, the game right after that. So, and I don't know his name, Pod. Let me just say Pod. Pod. Like he was 2 for 7 as well today. So
Yeah,
it's like,
sure.
who's gonna be that guy? That steps in, like you said. Once after Butler or Curry. Because think about if Butler and Curry had bad games. This wouldn't even be a conversation. Like this game would be out there. So yeah, it's definitely some room for somebody to step up. It's just who's it gonna be? Yeah,
Yeah.
great win though,
Well, shout
incredible
out to the
win.
Magic. We did our thing. Defended home court. Great defense. Great offense. It's a good time. It's a good time.
Good times. All right, that's all we got for this episode. Um, it's a great hat, beautiful hat. Um, Orlando Magic get the win at home, 121, 113. It's a great dub.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Get the like, comment, subscribe. Comment any thoughts on how you feeling about the Magic, how you feeling about the Warriors, how you feeling about just the overall NBA landscape. I mean, what's taking you by surprise? What's something you thought would happen that's happening? You know, anything. Um, we'll catch you in the next video. Yeah.